Here's the deepest, most interesting take on the Chase Bank glitch fraud. Many of you don't know, but I'm here to tell you. Chase Bank is actually owned by JP Morgan. Interesting, isn't it? JP Morgan is one of the largest financial investors in CoreCivic. Look it up, CoreCivic. CoreCivic is the largest owned private prison complex. Makes you think. Now, Chase Bank has an undisclosed investment in CoreCivic, which they don't want to disclose how much money they have invested. But in the bonds, it shows that Chase Bank has over $500 million in bonds in CoreCivic. So it makes you think, maybe they created this whole glitch fraud to get a great return on their investment in private prisons. And you took the bait. Sure did. That's the problem. See, these major corporations, they have very complex schemes to get huge returns on their investments. So when you look at CoreCivic and you look at the financial documents of who all invested in BlackRock is invested in CoreCivic heavily. Chase Bank, JP Morgan, invested in CoreCivic. And then they had the audacity to say, well, we're no longer invested in the financial aspect. We're just going to hold on to the $500 million in bonds that we have in CoreCivic. Private prisons. Guess what happens when you go to court for the check fraud? You go into prison. Guess what prisons you're going to? You're going to the same private prisons that Chase is invested in. A very huge and complex scheme to get a huge return on their investment. You see, many of us don't realize that these major corporations, such as banks, they're heavily invested in the prison system. That's why they gave up the money. They gave up the money because the money's insured. And not only is the money insured, they're going to make even more money off you and the state, of course, because the state get paid like what? $15,000 a month to house an inmate when they only basically give you $500 worth of accommodations a month, if not that, less than that. Do the math before you start scamming, please. Thank you.